Hello!
And welcome back to Party Trick Astrology. I'm saying welcome back because our most engaged people are like Scorpio placement people. I'm Nina.
I'm Shaina.
And this is Mars and Scorpio. Ooh, y'all are scary. So what is Scorpio?
Scorpio is a fixed sign.
It's a scorpion, it's a water sign.
Yes.
It rules the most obvious erogenous zone, the pelvic
Genitals.
area, genitals, yeah. Oh, and it's ruled by Pluto and Mars. So
Mostly Pluto though.
Mostly
Isn't it like kind of like Aquarius, like 75%, 25%?
So Pluto, but it's got that Mars, it's got that aggressiveness. But because it's a water sign, it's one of those like explode underwater,
The bubbling,
bubble up.
exploding.
Yeah. Anger. Scorpio Mars, when they're angry, you're not necessarily going to know, but they are going to feel it.
And show it in a different way almost.
Right, so they're all about psychological warfare, and, well, Scorpio is a very psychological sign, and it's very possessive and brooding and fixed. So because it's fixed, it's gonna hold grudges and not really let go. And a theme in Scorpio placements is seeking revenge, and that's especially true in the Mars placement.
I think that a big theme with like all fixed signs, Mars fixed signs, is just like holding that grudge and like never letting go of it. Because like even Mars and Taurus will forever hold a grudge. Obviously like they'll act on it differently, but I feel like as Mars and Scorpio is they're a lot more chill than you'd expect them to be in a lot of ways, because I found that a lot of them, what they say is like, I know what makes me angry, and if it doesn't make me angry, then they don't kind of get like butthurt, or unless they have like Cancer placements, but they don't really get like butthurt about little things or like upset about minor things, but they have those things that like make them angry, that make them so fucking angry,
and that they will hold a grudge to. And I've noticed that those things are really like breaking trust. That one specifically, most of all.
And my friend Nori is a Mars and Scorpio, and like I could instantly tell she was super trusting, but I was like, just by the way she was talking, it's like she holds that so dear, and she's super trusting with all her close friends, but she only trusts her close friends. Like she's very secretive like me with a lot of things with her private life.
Another thing that the psychological aspect of a Mars and Scorpio will add to is that they're really people observers.
Totally.
And they really know how to get under someone's skin because they know their weaknesses. So that's back to the psychological warfare. When they're in an argument or in some kind of feud, they know exactly where to poke their little stinger where it hurts.
And again, like it's still like a watery placement, so they can get emotional even through their anger. Or I feel like a Mars and Scorpio would not show that they're emotional when they're angry. Like I feel like they're going to be more private about it.
But their whole like motivation behind like expressing their anger is from an emotional place.
Yes.
They get angry because they get hurt.
Yes.
And they want to hurt back because they're all about that revenge.
Yeah, it's definitely like an eye for an eye kind of placement. Or maybe like an eye for your entire face.
Yeah, don't wrong a Scorpio Mars.
No.
Just don't break their trust. Now with Drive, it's a fixed sign and it's a water sign. So even though their drive comes from their passions, they're a little prone to laziness just because they can get like really stuck in that muddy water kind of situation. They have a lot of passion, but they don't necessarily have a lot of that fire or earth to like start things up and follow through with
it's
them.
Water, it's just kind of like, you know, it's slowly easing, going along, and you know, maybe something will upset it. It'll be like, whoa, and like boil up, but you have to really push it. You know, you gotta move the water yourself to get it going. You know?
The boiling up thing is like a good point because you need that fire to start boiling the water so that it does something.
Yeah.
So,
because if you don't touch water, it'll just stay still. And so, like, in order to get it to do something, to drive, to motivate it, you gotta push it around a little bit.
Yeah, have some kind of fire. But Scorpios and Scorpio Marses are really attracted to power, similar to Capricorn, but they're very attracted to power. They just don't necessarily have that like mountain goat ability to climb up to the power, but they are hungry for that power. So,
and they'll get it through manipulation and kind of being able to use people to their advantage, and also in the other sense, it's like it's not like a one-way street so much always with Scorpios, because they're smart, so they're not gonna manipulate you on a one-way street. They're gonna be like, what can you do for me, what can I do for you, because they know that's how you get on people's good side. You know what I mean? And also when you said like they're attracted to power, I think of them more attracted to the like, because Capricorn's more attracted to like business or political power, or that kind of like ranking high level power, where I think of Scorpio as in like the powerful.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Definitely. And possessive.
Yeah,
that's a big word for Scorpios, which I guess is a good segue into sex.
Yes.
Now, there it is, possessive. Like, sex with the Mars and Scorpio, they want to just like, it's also a very spiritual sign. So they want to just like energetically engulf you and like take your soul. They want your soul. Like, be careful. It's not for the light of heart to have sex with Mars and Scorpio.
Yeah, and especially because they rule the genitals. It's just like that's like, if you think about the fact that like it's kind of like your dominant place in your body. Like that's their dominant place.
Yeah, that's their dominant place.
What rules their Mars, and so it's very literal. Like,
so because of that, there's not really a lot of foreplay that can be done, except psychological foreplay. It's like having that connection with a Mars and Scorpio. They're gonna like look at you from across the room and like think things and like feel that spiritual connection with you, and that's their foreplay. Once it's in the bedroom, it's just like straight there, straight to the genitals.
Yeah,
because that's their erogenous zone. That's what they're there for.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and obviously like it's a much more dominant placement, but it's also not a fire dominance. It's a much more, it's just like it's water.
It's a Pluto dominance.
Yeah, because I think of Mars is obviously like fire energy, like go, 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 and a Pluto dominance is more like brooding, I guess, or what's the right adjective? Like,
just think of like Hades, like king
that's all
of the underworld.
That's all, and like I'm like emerging
from
like this like crack in a rock or something. And he's like coming out, and he's like, here I am, slowly. He's not like shooting out.
It's like a dark force. That's the only way that I can describe it. It's like
wearing like a cape. You know what I mean? And like you're like, ooh, is he naked underneath? Yes, he is.
And like, if you're familiar at all with Greek mythology, like Hades is the Scorpio. Like all of his placements are Scorpio. And like what he did with Persephone was he was like, let me manipulate you into like doing this awful thing, which is living with me in the underworld. And saying bye to your mom.
Only a Scorpio could do that.
Yeah.
And he probably also was like sexually like steering her in, you know what I mean? Like nobody can satisfy you like me or something like that.
And they're like, you are so special to be wanted by me.
Yeah.
Because Mars and Scorpio isn't really going to be attracted to any like bimbo, like typical basic
I don't see them
girl or a guy or whatever.
Like they're totally not the type to be like surfer dude, California girl.
No.
Like that's who I like, you know?
Yeah, there definitely is a spiritual aspect to having sex with the Mars and Scorpio.
And an intelligence aspect too. I don't know.
And back to that Persephone thing, because I'm just like realizing more and more things. Because they're so possessive, there's something about going after like the more virginal, pure type of people, because it's like, oh, I'm the first one to get my hands on this, and it's kind of weird, but that's their thing. And because Scorpio is really all or nothing, and they want to like have something forever because they're fixed, they're emotional, they don't want to let go of things. If you're in a relationship with a Mars and Scorpio, you might find that even if things are going south, they're the type of guys who are like, I don't want you to be with anyone else though. Like, I don't want you anymore, but I don't want you to be with anyone else though. So if they really like hone in on that like psychological warfare and their Pluto-ness, they might even have a mind to destroy you so that you're ruined for any other person that you're with after them. It sounds like so awful, but this is what goes through your mind.
But there is, I think, one pro to it is that they're very like, because they believe in like engulfing your spirit and stuff, blah blah blah. That if it's going well, like I don't see them as being super promiscuous.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, and I don't, you know, I mean, obviously it depends on the rest of their chart whether they're going to cheat or not. But I just see a Mars and Scorpio as being very like particular with who they want to have a like connection with,
definitely.
And I just don't think because they have that emotional side and the spiritual side attached to sex, it's like kind of what we said in a different video, I don't remember what video, but like maybe they're like, oh, I want sex, oh, I like the idea of a hookup, but it's not going to be as fulfilling if it's just mindless.
Yeah.
So
even if it is just a hookup, it's going to be a hookup with a person that you have a spiritual
maybe a
connection
friend
with.
or something,
Yeah.
like that you know, or something like that.
Yeah, you're not gonna like go to the club and be like, blonde number 3 looks like a good option for tonight.
Yeah, and if you do, then you're gonna be like, wait, this is not what I wanted. That didn't work out. Let me manipulate my ex into hooking up with me.
Yeah, that's the real like one night stand. That's the real casual sex for a Mars and a Scorpio. It's like it's not casual because you already had a relationship with them, but like when you just delve back into the past.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it's hard for them to let go of things. So like they are going to like
they
go
can't
back
let
to
go
their
of
ex.
grudges. They can't let go of people. Like let's be real. Okay. Anything
Yeah,
else?
no, I think that's it.
Yeah. We just accidentally burned the fuck out of Mars and Scorpio.
Hashtag not all Mars and Scorpio, but you have it in you.
Yeah.
You have it in you. It's your choice if you want to access it or not.
Okay, well, that's it.
That's it.
Hope you enjoyed. Bye.
Bye.